Hello, everyone. I'm George. I'm an alcoholic. Um, Today I'm just going to talk about how to deal with people around you drinking. And I got, when I first got sober, um, my next door neighbor, he drank all the time. I mean, we shared a, we were in an apartment, what you call it, in a three family home, and our doors were like a few inches away from each other. And he would drink every day throughout my sobriety. And he would leave his beers out, and he'd be like, whatever. And I didn't, I mean, sometimes, like, not that drinking bothers me now, but like really early on, he would leave like a 18 pack or whatever of beer just on the thing outside on the washer that was there, um, and it would be there for, I don't know, forever. I mean, sometimes it would bother me, sometimes it wouldn't. Um, but one day it was all I could think about, and I wasn't gonna touch it because I mean I wasn't I hadn't been sober that long, and I'm just like, oh, what the hell? Like, get this thing away from me. And he, it just, it didn't go away. It was there, and then I was at work, and this guy that's in, he's, and he, we talked briefly about sobriety and whatnot, and I found out that he's in the program of Narcotics Anonymous, and he had been clean for a long time. I don't know how long. I just, he told me, and I don't remember. And I just was like, oh, it's really starting to get on my nerves. And he says, well, I know like you don't want to get rid of it because it's not yours and you don't know if you blah blah blah. Um, what I want you to do is just, he gave me a suggestion, just go into the bathroom, take a few breaths, calm down. Like, I mean, not, he didn't say calm down, but he said, like, either pray about it, just meditate about it, whatever. And so I went into the bathroom. I said a little whatever prayer. Like, I don't remember what it was. It was probably like, God, get that out of my face or whatever. Like, get the beer out of my. And so I got home from work, and it was gone. And throughout the time of living there, um, which I lived there up until about almost 2 months ago. Uh, we moved here a little over 2 months ago, a little less than 2 months ago, and he he drank from, I mean, from the day we moved in uh, to that apartment until the day we moved out. And throughout the time, like, I'd go outside and have a cigarette, and he would be just pounding beer or whatever, and it didn't bother me after a while. Like, but when I first got sober, I'm like, oh, I don't want this guy drinking around me. I don't want blah blah blah, and I couldn't. I couldn't. I mean, I could have said like, I don't drink anymore. Please don't drink in front of me. But I mean, really, it, yeah, I could say that, and he can drink outside, whatever. It's we shared the entryway, so it wasn't like. But I never said that. I just eventually it just didn't bother me anymore. Um, but for others, that might not be easy. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's easy because it's not. Um, I just happened to, like, we moved in here. The guy next door, the day we came in, he's sitting outside drinking a beer at, I don't know what time it was. Um, but that doesn't bother me anymore. When other people drink, it sometimes the smell bothers me. If I can smell it, it it kind of, I don't know. I can't describe the feeling that I get when I smell it sometimes, but um, usually the smell doesn't bother me. The people drinking doesn't bother me. I've gone to dinner with people drinking, and only one time, only 2 times has it really bothered me. Um, my wife and I went out to dinner with some friends, and one of the guys that we went with is he's in AA with me, and but his partner isn't an alcoholic, and he ordered a glass of wine. Um, and I'm not sure if it was the smell of that or if it was the smell of the table next to us that was bothering me, but I just asked him to move it, and I said the smell was bothering me, and he moved it, and he had no problem. Um, and then one time, my wife and I went out to dinner with my parents, and my dad was the only one that ordered a drink. And it really upset me that my dad ordered a drink and no one else did. If my mother got a drink, if my wife got a drink, whatever, it would have been no problem. But we went to dinner. He's the only one drinking, and it pissed me off. And I didn't say anything. I let it be, and that's that. But those are the only three times that alcohol has ever really bothered me. Um, and then from moving from where I lived in Connecticut to here, like, the other thing is like in gas stations, they like up there they might have beer at the gas station, but it's not behind the counter. They have Here they have hard liquor behind the counter. They have beer in all the coolers. It's like it's very different. Walmart has beer and wine and hard liquor. It's very different here versus Connecticut, where grocery stores have beer in Connecticut, but they don't have hard liquor or wine. Um, Gas stations in Connecticut don't have beer or any liquor, but in Massachusetts, where we lived right next to Massachusetts, they had beer and wine at the gas station and grocery stores, and I don't know. But here it bothered me that the gas station had like hard liquor behind the counter. It doesn't really bother me anymore, but when I first moved here, it shocked me, and I was like, oh my god. But that's all I got today. Thanks. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Uh, like and subscribe if you'd like. All right, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.